Hi guys, how are you? My name is One Titanium. Welcome back to Evidence-Based Economics and Investing. Let's go over Forex. I delayed the video in a way good that I did because we can talk about developments that are going on in the markets, which are essentially this Hong Kong nonsense. I'm not Hong Kong, Korean nonsense. Okay, this is all bullshit. All these trades that are going on today started a very long time ago, okay? And then, suddenly one missile flies on top of something, and oh my God, everybody freaks out. And this is why newbie investors get all fucking confused and they lose money because they think that the news is going to tell them how to trade. That somehow they're going to decipher the information of media that the whole entire planet knows and they'll make money because they're just smarter than everybody else. Because let's face it, everybody believes they're smarter than everybody else. Okay, so they think that trading is about proving that they're smarter than everybody else, that they're going to guess better than the next guy, and that's how you make money. Okay, here's a little secret. Buffett does not guess better than other people. He knows. It's knowledge, right? And that's what I do over at Patreon. I teach you how to read markets and how to understand them and how to acquire knowledge and trade based off of knowledge and not vague hunches and feelings and what the news said and what did this guy say and what did she say and this webinar, this subscription service that gives you fishes and somehow you're going to become rich or something. Okay, I don't give fishes. I teach people how to fish. Okay, and that's what I do over at Patreon. So if you guys want to learn how I analyze and how I trade, come over. It's $5 a month, and you can get live charting. I do this live in real time. I don't do it after the fact because I can show you charts after the fact and you know very easy. But the hard part is doing it in real time. So enough of that. Let's go into the analysis. Dollar index has broken the previous low. It has this what I call the limp dick formation, where it starts to accelerate to the downside. We are hitting another piece of the puzzle of breaking the previous low. We did get the fall that I talked about last week. That we had a bear flag, and this was ultimately going to resolve to the downside. So now we're starting to look for evidence that the dollar index will reverse and it will start pushing higher. We don't have it yet, but we're getting there. Quickly, let's take a look at the Euro USD. It's been in this very nice long uptrend. It's been in it since April. I don't like the angle of ascent. I think it's too steep. I also think that the dollar will reverse at some point. So we're getting near the top now. Okay, we're getting near. And there's no such thing as overbought, oversold in forex or indexes. Just be aware of that. So this could continue potentially for a very long time. But if I believe that the dollar is going to reverse, then the euro must reverse, right? So we're only taking trades in this, and as long as it holds this support area, every flag that we get that is counter trend should be bought. I bought somewhere in here. I sold some at previous highs. I sold some this morning up top here. If it continues a little bit higher, I'll sell out completely out of this trade. Now, what are we looking at? We're looking at that it will have some kind of a correction as it did just about every other time. Thrust up, right? Corrected to the support line. Then it thrusted up again. Correction to the support line. Thrusting up again. Correction to the support line. Now, what we're looking for to get bearish is for this to break. Okay? Now, it could break and make a new high and then reverse. Okay? So we can get something like this. Okay, but nevertheless, we are looking for a break of this trend line. And once we do get it, then we're going to look for the deeper pullback, the deeper correction, which would still keep it fairly bullish based on this move that started back in beginning of the year. That it will break here and then continue all the way to the bottom. Okay. It's a big move. This is a very big move, and we want to be a part of that. And again, if you want to know when I'm going to take that trade, you have to join me on Patreon. So, for now, you should only be taking profits in here if you have been long from this flag. You want to start getting out of this position and start looking for a correction towards the bottom. Now, how it does the correction is anybody's guess. Is it going to be a thrust down move? Is it going to be a slow grind? Is it going to be a flag? Nobody knows. But that's what we're looking for in the euro. It's extended for now. Great Britain Pound USD. We had this wedge that formed. We were looking for the upside. We got it. Now we're going to look for some kind of a correction and then another push higher before resuming its downward price movement. So this is not surprising. It can continue to go a little bit higher, but again, the best trades in this is to take it to the short side, to wait, to be patient, to be out of this, and wait for a setup that's going to show us to go short. For now, I wouldn't touch this. Euro Great Britain Pound, we had the ascending wedge. It broke out. Now we have another ascending wedge. Again, not a time to be buying and holding. We were looking for a correction for this to break, and then the longer term support to break and see a much deeper pullback. If we zoom out on a 4-hour chart, we did break the previous high. So again, we're looking for a setup to the short side. USD CAD. We had the thrust down. We got a bounce. We got another bounce down. Maybe this is going to form into some kind of a flag. Let me draw that a little bit nicer. I'm horrible at drawing. Okay, so there it is. Maybe we'll get a flag. We'll get one more bounce up and then continue the move down. For now, you can probably, if you're skillful enough, to get something for a nice risk reward down here. Okay, if it breaks here, you can stop out and try to ride this to the top. My preference is to wait till it gets to the top and then have a better risk reward following the trend, which is down. Australian dollar, USD, we had the thrust down. It's kind of muddling back up. Maybe we'll test the previous high, but again, I think the better trade is to the short side, especially if I believe that the dollar is going to rise. That means the Australian dollar is going to fall. So nothing to do here. If you took a trade in here with this tight formation, and then you're riding it up, just hold it. If it breaks trend line, you can stop out and take your profits. But definitely, this should not turn into a loser. Euro Australian dollar up against long-term resistance. Been here before. Previously it spiked up. It had a V-top. Okay. This one, let's see if it does the same. Right now, you could take a short if you want. But again, real tight stop above previous highs. Okay. If it continues higher, just stop out. But again, I would be more interested to the downside. EuroCAD, this is kind of nonsense moves. This obviously can't continue higher, making this a 1, 2, 3 up to the previous high. Nothing I want to touch, but as you can see, had some really nice moves in here. We had the pattern up here, broke, went into a falling F flag, that broke, went into a rising F flag, that broke, then we went into a flag, that broke. So it's a little noisy for my taste. USD Singaporean dollar, we have this big move that's coming here. I think I would like to get a trade off to the long side. It's a very nice risk reward. If the dollar does turn around and start rising, you can bet that this is going to rise as well. So again, be a little patient. Let it come down to this support area. See how it behaves. Again, previously we had spikes, okay, V spikes, and then it continued higher. Let's see if it does the same this time. US dollar Mexican peso. we have a falling F flag. I would like to see this come to the previous low, tag it, maybe even break below it, and then turn around. If it breaks, then I would look for a trade to the upside. For now, you can take possibly a short, but this one it takes up a lot of margin to hold. So best not to do it unless if you're skillful and you have the capital requirement, you can do it. I think my favorite trade for the week would be the US dollar Turkish lira. We have this wedge that's formed. It is a long-term support. The risk reward is very nice. Okay, you can stop out here, and then if it starts moving to the upside, great. If it breaks this, I would add, and again, if it goes to the previous high, that would be fantastic. You can get a very nice trade off there. Euro Japanese yen, this is right at the top here. We had a rising F flag that broke, got a lot of volatility, maybe comes back up to the top and then rolls over, maybe comes a little bit higher, breaks the previous high and then rolls over, but we are looking for shorts, a short setup here in the Euro Japanese yen. And as you can see, it's within this rising wedge. Right, so let me take this out a little bit. Okay, so what we're looking for is a wave C, move down. Okay, very easy to see. So this is a 1, this is all corrective, and then we should see downside. So again, this is for me a very long-term hold. I don't mind if it continues to go a little bit higher to hold. That's fine. Great Britain pound, Japanese yen. It had this falling flag pattern. It broke below. Okay, it's completed a 1, 2, 3. You can make a small argument that this is a head and shoulders. Possibly it will push up higher. Okay, that's fine if it does do that, but it has broken the structure. We could get a little bit of a push up, but then we're looking for downside. Okay, because that's what the chart is saying here basically. So for now, you can look at it like this. Okay, if it breaks, you can take it short. Okay, that's it for Great Britain pound, Japanese yen. And lastly, I'm not sure if I covered this because I did take a break while making this video, but I'll talk about it anyway. This was a psych play right here where we had a tight. It broke out. We thought this was going to continue to the top. It didn't happen. Instead, we got a reversal. So we have a thrust down. We have a flag. This broke. What I would like for it to do is to come and break the previous low and then reverse. So I would be taking the US dollar Japanese yen to the long side. Again, you need the evidence to support such a move. But for now, I think that's the best trade to go after. I don't think you should be shorting US dollar Japanese yen at these levels. That's it. If you guys want to, again, learn how to trade with MMT understanding and evidence-based charting, okay, what I call bare knuckle charting, where we just look at the price and that's it, and not moving averages and all this other nonsense that are only there to design, that are only there designed to confuse you. Okay, the RSI is doing this, oh, but the stochastic is doing that, oh, but the MACD is doing this, and the moving average is this, and this crossed that, and all this, oh, we broke support, look at it broke the line, I should do this. This stuff will never work, I'm telling you. It doesn't work. There's, millions of books that are sold every single year, promising to teach you how to invest and trade and all this nonsense. It doesn't work. If it did, everybody would go out and buy them, and we would all be rich. But if you want to learn how to do it correctly, come over to Patreon, join me, and I can teach you how to do it based on evidence. Okay, based on evidence. You can go out and test what I'm telling you. All right? Don't take my word for it. So that's it. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys soon, probably next week. Unless something develops, then I will make a video. Other than that, I'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.